The Young and the Restless Friday, July 4th recap. Phyllis betrays Nick for Kane's total GC domination. That Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will be willing to betray Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, for Kane Ashby's Billy Flynn, total Genoa City domination plot. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, will also make a 3-hour mountain climb to see his family. So here's what Y&R fans can expect. For starters, Kane will claim there's been progress on the tracks, so his guests can hopefully leave by early next week if they want. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, will take a walk with Kane and admit he's stunned by everything he's accomplished. Although Victor will hit a nerve with some comments about conman Colin Atkinson, Tristan Rogers, he'll ultimately suggest to Kane that they should be allies instead of adversaries. Of course, Victor will still make it clear that Chancellor is off limits and will offer some reassurance to Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, as well as Nick later. While Nick, Victor, and Nikki are all chatting on the train, Adam will arrive out of breath and a bit disheveled. After bribing someone to tell him where Aristotle Dumas' chateau was, Adam will admit he made a 3-hour climb up the mountain. Adam will offer updates on Arabesque, making all sorts of property grabs around town, including the recent GCC purchase. There'll also be some talk about Dumas buying the Chancellor divisions that Nikki sold off after she deemed them redundant. Adam will assume the partygoers have met Dumas by now and will guess it's Colin, but he won't be surprised over the news it's Kane since that was his second guess. Adam will eventually mention Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, running into Kane in Genoa City. So Nikki, Victor, and Nick will realize there's indeed a way off the property. Nikki will be eager to get home to Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, and Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, but she obviously won't know about Cole's demise since there's been no cell service. Adam won't have that info either since he left before Cole's tragic end. As for Victor, he'll hint about a plan. Although they've been playing Kane's game, Victor will suggest they'll see how Kane does when he's playing Victor's game instead. In the dining area at the center of the maze, Amanda Sinclair, Miss Hale Morgan, will snap at Phyllis again for being selfish and putting her job on the line. Phyllis will apologize and hope they can move past what happened, especially since she overheard Amanda's conversation with Carter, Vincent Stalba, about Kane's visit to GC. Amanda will act like Phyllis misunderstood and won't be happy about her eavesdropping. However, Phyllis will know what she heard and will promise not to tell anyone that there's a way off the property, but she'll want answers in return. Amanda will complain about Phyllis blackmailing her, but Phyllis will deny it and suggest she just wants to be a team player. When Kane pops up, he'll wonder how far Phyllis is willing to go to prove that. Kane will ask if Phyllis would be willing to throw Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, under the bus. After Kane says he'll make it harder, he'll question if Phyllis would be willing to betray Nick. Kane will ultimately reveal that he's not after just one company, he wants all of them. This is about going after Abbott Communications, Jabot, Chancellor, and even Newman Enterprises. Kane will play up his massive conglomerate plans and once again push Phyllis on whether she'd betray the people he mentioned if necessary. Phyllis will argue that Billy's thrown her under the bus countless times, so she won't have a problem with that. As for Jack, Phyllis will think he understands that business is business. Kane will still want an answer regarding Nick, so Phyllis will admit she'd be willing to betray him too and will assure Kane that she's on board. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis will lock in her Kane alliance, so stay tuned for all the drama that'll lead to.